watched the video, but I didn't join. So this time I wanted to, so I joined.
Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you. It's really when a small kids get up and in the early morning like this. What's the time over there?
It's 5:45.
5:45. It's really great. Krishna will be so happy with you. Please pray for me also, okay? That Vinita Mataji also should wake up like this and join all classes like you.
And see the Vijay Mataji, all the kids like you.
Yeah, please, you are so sweet. And we could not see you. Please send us a picture. We'll see you, okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you. Good job.
Ashutosh also wakes up sometimes, but today his exam is there, so I told him don't wake up. His exam still at 8 o'clock will be his exam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Mukund.
Hi Krishna. Mataji, can you make me the co-host?
Oh, I forgot, Mataji. I'll make and I'll start the live also.
Saturday he has a test?
Yeah, over here schools are on Saturday also. Or maybe because of the COVID thing, they have only 2-3 hours or 4 hours of school every day, right? So that is the reason to make it up. They have school on Thursday, on Saturday also.
Oh, okay.
That's really difficult. Hare Krishna Mukund.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, did the announcements go? Or did the kids? Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
Mataji, yes, announcement went. Correct time only it went.
So maybe the kids did not know about it or something. Like maybe they felt that it is holiday because they did not have it on Saturday, on for Thursday, right?
No,
Friday,
Mataji, not
on
like
Wednesday.
that, but just 6:15 only, na. Once I
Okay.
send the link, sometimes kids joins, Mataji. We can see.
Okay.
See,
So then
they
what
are
we'll
so
do? Okay, then should we start with our prayers? Okay, before that, you know what? I want you to have two papers with you. Okay, it is going to be an activity which we are doing. It is nothing craft or anything, but we are doing an activity. So you can have any two of your writing papers with you. Till before we start, if you want to get that and be ready.
Mataji, can we get blank paper?
Yeah, if you are comfortable in writing on a blank paper in straight line, that is also okay.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, for those who feel that you have to write it on a line, you can have a ruled paper. Okay, two ruled papers. Yes.
Can we use a construction paper?
Yes, because later on, if you want to do something to it, then it is good. You can use a construction paper also, but there is no hard and fast thing that you have to have a construction paper. But see to that you can write, or you can write it on a paper, on a ruled paper, and then you can stick that on a construction paper. Okay, so that your writing becomes more straight and more eligible, more you can see it everything properly, right?
Okay.
Hi Krishna Garima, so nice to see you.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, do we the line paper? Should we glue it on the construction paper or not?
Yeah. If you feel that you want to do it more fancy, then you can make a because that activity will be such that you would want to keep it, not maybe not put it up somewhere on the wall, but at least you will like to file it up so that maybe after some years when you look at it, then you will feel good. So if you want to put it on a construction paper, decorate it in any way, that will also be good. Okay, so you'll just
Okay.
need normal paper, pencil or a pen, whatever you use, or an eraser. And if you want to use crayons or markers, you can have that as well. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start with our prayers. What was I going to tell you something more? Was I going to tell you something more? Yeah, I wanted to ask you, hey kids, how about one time after our class, when it is the activity time, do you all want sometimes to do a kirtan?
Yes, Mataji.
And
Not on Fridays.
okay, then yeah. Then what we can do is we can have one person do the kirtan that day. Like maybe today also, from today we can start maybe for the last 5 minutes or for the last 10 minutes something. We can have one person do it and the others can follow them. When that person is doing, all others will be on mute. Okay, and then we can.
Mataji,
Yes.
is it going to be only Fridays?
We can have that on Govinda group also one day specific, maybe before your Christmas vacation or something, or maybe on the Gita Jayanti day. Okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Because Mataji, on Fridays after the Kirtan.
Friday you do Kirtan, is it?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Yeah, so we can do that also. So that everybody who wants to do it, they can do it. If you have your instruments with you, then you can take that and do it. And because it should not be too much echoing, so we all will be on mute, and the person who's do it can be unmute. Is it okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So let's start with our prayers. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam
Churunmilitamena
Yena
Tasmai
Tasmai Shri
Shri
Gurave
Gurave
Namaha.
Namaha.
Namo Vishnupadaya
Vishnupadaya Krishna
Krishna
Krishnaya
Vishnaye
Bhutale Srimate
Srimate
Bhakti
Bhakti
Vedanta
Vedanta
Swami
Swami
Iti
Iti
Namine.
Namine
Namaste
Namaste
Saraswate
Saraswati
Deve
Deve
Gauravani
Gauravani
Pracharine
Pracharine
Nirvishesha
Nirvishesha
Shunyavari
Shunyavadi
Shunyavadi
Paschatya
Paschatya
Deshatarine.
Deshatarine
Jai Shri
Jai Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri
Shri
Advaita
Advaita
Gadadhara
Gadadhara Shri
Shivasari
Asari
Gaur
Gaura
Bhaktavinda
Bhaktavinda
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Palvridha, can you come on video?
Mataji, I'll call her Mataji. She just went somewhere.
Yeah. So we'll quickly wish Balavrinda her birthday. It's her birthday today. Well, Mukund, when is your birthday?
It's on January 21st.
January 21st. Okay, don't mind if I just take something and note it down.
Next year.
Give me 1 minute, okay? Okay. Yeah, Balavrinda is here. Mukund is January 21st. Shri Krishna, when is yours?
Mine is in December 16th.
Aha, coming up.
Yeah,
December
yeah,
16th.
and today, yeah, and now the month is December.
December. Very good. That's okay, Balaram. He's talking. Shri Krishna, he's talking. Balaram, when is your birthday?
May 1st.
First of
May 1st.
May 1st. Okay.
Yeah,
Garima?
it's next
My
year.
birthday is on
Yes.
November 28th.
November 28th?
She celebrates on Gopastami, Mataji.
Oh, yes, I remember. Okay. Garima, Gopashtami. Okay. Who else is there who wants to tell their birthday? Can you raise your hands and tell me? And Balavrinda, when is your birthday?
December
December 4th.
4th.
December 4th. Okay, Suraj, when is your birthday?
My birthday is June 14th.
June 14th. Okay.
Mataji?
Dhanashri, when is your birthday?
Mataji?
Ma'am, November 17th.
Oh, November 17th. We just missed it, huh? Dhanashri.
Mataji?
One second. Yes, Mukund?
Suraj had said that his birthday is on June 14th. My sister's birthday is on June 12th.
June 12th, your sister's birthday, huh? June 12th.
Yes, Mataji.
What's your sister's name, Mukund?
Kanchan Singh.
Mukund's sister, Kanchan.
Kancham.
Yes. Very nice. It's good to know you all. Vikyat, when is your birthday?
July 12th, Mataji.
July 12th. Vikyat. Okay. Anybody else, if you want to raise your hands? Okay. So quickly, can we wish Balavrinda a birthday? Everybody can unmute yourself. And
Yes,
whatever
Vicky.
cases, if you want to have your background, anything of happy birthday or anything, you can do that. Hare Krishna.
Krishna to
To
you.
you. Hare
Hare
Krishna to you. Hare Krishna, dear Balavrinda. Hare Krishna to you.
Happy
Hare Rama to
birthday to
you.
you.
Hare Rama to you. Hare Rama, dear Balavinda. Hare Rama to you.
Yay!
Yay, happy
Happy
birthday!
birthday. How old are you, Balavrinda? 6. Can we have 6 times claps? 1, 2,
2, 3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6.
6. Good job.
No wonder.
Yes, in only 1 year you'll become 7.
1 year.
You know what, Balavrinda? Don't be in a hurry to grow old. It's okay to grow old, but it's it's no fun. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start with our this today. What we are going to do is, because I saw yesterday's video and I think you couldn't complete the chapter. Very good, thank you, Mukund. Look,
Sending
Balavrinda.
you smiles from every moment of your special day. Have a wonderful time and very happy birthday.
Very good. See, virtually also you can send birthday wishes. Thank you, Mukund. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday,
Balavrinda.
Balavinda.
Balavrinda, did you see this?
Happy birthday, Balavinda. Thank you, everyone.
The spotlight. Nice.
Very nice.
Happy birthday. I know everyone put all the backgrounds happy birthday. And this also said happy birthday. I had my profile picture that was saying happy birthday.
That's okay. Your wishes are more than sufficient.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. So what we'll do is now we'll start, because yesterday we could not complete the chapter 15. Okay, but I think only till 15.11 you have done, right? So we'll finish that reading, and then chapter 2 will be just reading the translations, because chapter 2 is a very big chapter, right? We won't be
It's called the summary of Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, and because we in our Friday class we are still on the chapter 2 verses, right? That is the reason. What we'll do is we will do with the continue with that chapter, and only the translation will read, so that we'll be able to finish it. Okay. Somebody had something in the chat. What was it? Okay. So I'll start screening the Veda base. Mhm. Veda base chapter 15. Okay. You can see? Everybody can see?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, my
Okay. Okay, Balavrinda, do you want to start 15.12?
Yes, Mataji.
Yadaditya.
Yadadityagadam dejo jagadbhashayate gilam yachandrama yachagno taddejo vidhimamakam. Thank you, Mataji. I know the
Okay.
second of
No, translation.
Okay, read the wait. Okay, we'll read the translation. Can you read
Yes,
can you read the
push.
translation? Balavrinda, can you read the translation?
Yes, Mataji.
This.
The splendor of the sun.
The splendor of the sun.
Mataji, you want to read or should I read?
Mataji, you read Mataji, please.
Okay. The splendor of the sun,
The splendor of the sun,
which dissipates
which dissipates
the darkness
the darkness
of this whole world,
of this whole world,
comes from me,
comes from me,
and the splendor of the moon
and the splendor of the moon,
and the splendor of fire
and the splendor of fire
also comes from me.
also comes from me.
Okay. Shri Krishna, can you start reading the purport?
Sure, Mataji. The unintelligent cannot understand how things are taking place, but they can begin to establish in knowledge by understanding what the Lord explains here. Everyone sees the sun, moon, fire, and electricity. One should simply try to understand that the splendor of the sun, the splendor of the moon, and the splendor of electricity or fire are coming from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In such a conception of life, the beginning of Krishna consciousness, lies a great deal of advancement for the conditioned soul in this material world. The living entities are essentially the parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord, and He is giving here with the hint how they can come back to Godhead, back to home.
Okay, can we start reading the next also? Shri Krishna, can you continue?
Okay, Mataji. In this verse, we can understand that the sun is illuminating the whole solar system. There are different universes and solar systems, and there are different suns, moons, and planets also. But in each universe, there is only one sun. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 10.21, the moon is one of the stars.
Nakshatram
Kshetranam
aham
aham
sashi.
sasi. Sunlight is sunlight is due to the spiritual effulgence in the spiritual sky of the Supreme Lord. With the rise of the sun, the activities of human beings are set up. They set fire to prepare their foodstuff. They set fire to start the factories, etc. So many things are done with the help of fire.
Thank you so much, Shri Krishna. Okay, Dhanashri, can you start reading from therefore?
Yes, Mataji. Therefore, sunrise, fire, and moonlight are so pleasing to the living entities. Without their help, no living entity can live. So, if one can understand that the light and the splendor of the sun, moon, and the fire are emanating from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, then once Krishna consciousness will begin. By the moonshine, all the vegetables are nourished. By the moonshine is so pleasing that people can easily understand that they are living by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Without his mercy, there cannot be sun. Without his mercy, there cannot be moon. And without his mercy, there cannot be fire. His mercy, and without the help of the sun, moon, and the fire, no one can live. These are some thoughts to provoke Krishna consciousness in the conditioned soul.
Conditioned soul. Very good. Very nice. Okay. Move on to the next one. Okay, 15.30. Mukul, are you there? Okay, Mukund, are you there? Or maybe Vikyat, are you there?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, Vikyat, can you start with 15.13?
Sure, Mataji. I enter into each planet, and by my energy they stay in orbit. I become the moon and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables.
Okay, you can start with the purport as well.
Sure, Mataji. It is understood that all planets are floating in air only by the energy of the Lord. The Lord enters into every atom, every planet, and every living being. This is discussed in the Brahma Samhita. It is said that one plenary portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Paramatma, enters into the planets, the universe, the living entity, and even into the atom. So due to his entrance, everything is appropriately manifested. When the spirit soul is there, a living man can float on the water. But when the living spark is out of the body and the body is dead, the body sinks. Of course, when it is decomposed, it floats like a straw and other things. But as soon as the man is dead, he at once sinks in the water. Similarly, all these planets are floating in space, and this is due to the entrance of the supreme energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His energy is sustaining each planet just like a handful of dust. If someone holds If someone holds a handful of dust, there is no possibility of the dust's falling. But if one throws it in the air, it will fall down. Similarly, these planets, which are floating in the air, are actually held in the fist of the universal form of the Supreme Lord. By his strength and energy, all moving and non-moving things stay in their place. It is said in the Vedic hymns that because of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the sun is shining, the planets are moving, are steadily moving. Were it not for him, all the planets would scatter just like dust in air and perish. Similarly, it is due to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The moon nourishes all vegetables. Due to the moon's influence, the vegetable becomes delicious. Without moonshine, the vegetables can neither grow nor taste succulent. Human society is working, living comfortably, and enjoying food due to the supply from the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, mankind could not survive. The word rasamakaha is very significant. Everything becomes palatable by the agency of the Supreme Lord through the influence of the moon.
Okay, so in this purport, about the influence of the sun, moon, and the stars is mentioned, and how important it is. Like when we say the vegetables, they also.
Mataji,
Yes, Mukul.
I'm going to do my kirtan.
Okay, when you come back, just raise your hand again. Okay, so
Yes,
that I know
Mataji.
you're back. Okay, Garima, can you start your video? Okay, so in this purport, what we saw that the moon is the cause that the fruits and the vegetables get the taste. Okay, and that is the reason if you see sometimes, like if you see the vegetables which are grown in the without these moonshine directly falling on it, they do not have a taste. And if you see, like I do not want to compare it exactly, but then if you see that the vegetables which you get in India, they are small, but the taste is totally different. I don't know, because of maybe of a long time I could really think about it in that sense also. And that is the reason the natural conditions, how much a plant or can grow, it really makes a lot of difference for the plant to grow in that conditions. Okay, so we have Garima, right? Yeah, Garima, can you start reading from 15.14?
Okay. Aham Vaishna Naro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashita Pranapana Samayukta Pachanyam Annam Chaturvidam.
Very good. You can read the
I
translation as well.
I am the fire of
Digestion.
digest, digesting in the bodies of all living beings. and I join with the air of life, outgoing and incoming. To die, die,
Digest.
digest the four kinds of food stuff.
Very good. Can you start with the purport also? Because we have smaller
Okay.
lessons, so we can have a lot of bigger passage for you all. Okay.
According
Good.
to according to Ayurvedic Shastra, we understand that there is a fire in the stomach which digests all food sent there. When the fire is not blazing, there is no hunger. And when the fire is in order, we become hungry. Sometimes, when the fire is not going nicely, treatment is required. In any case, this fire is recipient
Representative.
of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vedic mantras, Brahad, Aran, Aran,
Aranyakya.
Upanishad also confirm that the Supreme Lord of Brahman is situated in the form of fire within the stomach, and it and is digesting all kinds of food stuff. I am Agnir Vaishnava. Yo, I am Ananta Purusha Purushe Yendam
Yenidam.
Anam
Annam Pachati. Chate.
Pachyate. There, therefore, since he is helping the digestion of all kinds of foodstuff, the living entity is not independent in eating in the eating process. Unless the Supreme Lord helps him in digesting, there is no possibility of eating. He thus produce and digest food stuff, and by his grace we are enjoying life. In the Vedanta
Putra.
Sutra, this is also confirmed. Shab, shab,
Shabda Bhidyo.
shab,
Shabda
anantaha,
Bhidyo. Nata.
the
Pratisthanacha.
The Lord is situated within the sound and within the body, within the air, and even within the stomach as the digestive force. And there are four kinds of food stuff. Some are drunk, some are chewed, and some are lit, and some are sucked. And he is the digestive force for all of them. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mataji.
Thank you, Garima. So see this, like when we eat food also, right? That is the reason it is that we shouldn't be wasting food at all. Because the food, it is also Krishna, right? The food which we eat is also Krishna. So what we have to do is we have to see to it that we are not wasting any of the food items. And also when we know that, okay, you can, okay, how to do this? Okay. So, yeah, 1 second. I want to have this one. Yeah, I could not see you all. Yeah. So, when we are eating food, also, that is the reason you should not be wasting food, because the food, the fire is there, that is Krishna. The food which you eat is given by Krishna, right? In everything, Krishna is present in each and every thing. So you should not be even wasting food. Now, when you go to the temple, when the bhoga is made in the temple, now see over here, what it is, there are four kinds of food stuff, right? So when they have a list of things to be made for the bhoga, for the Lord, for whether it is the Raj Bhog or whether it is for the evening, it is divided into these. That means you have to have a drink for the Lord. Then there should be some food which is going to be chewed and ate, like you have a chapati, you have the rice. Then some which is licked up, so this has to be some chutney with it. And some which can be sucked, like some like pickle type, right? Like that can be there. So these all are important type of food stuff. So you cannot say, okay, you know what, I just want to eat pizza every day. You cannot say that. That is the reason you should eat everything, because if the Lord is eating all these foodstuffs and he wants everything in his plate, you should also be eating each and every meal. You should have a proper balanced diet. How many of you, raise hands, how many of you have a very balanced diet wherein you say you do not tell your mom that I do not want chapati today, I do not want this today, I do not want that today. Okay, Dhanashri has a balanced diet. Garima says she has a balanced diet. Wish nobody else? Jagdish, Abhayram, where are you all? First of all, if you come on video now, I can see you. Keshavi says that she has a balanced diet. Then, yeah. Keshavi, I love your status also. Keshavi, servant of Radharani. Very nice. So that is the reason you should have a very balanced way of eating food. Everything, all the types of food should be eaten by each and every day. One day is an exception. Okay, that's okay. One day I ate a pizza. But the next day also you cannot have, okay, yesterday's pizza, let me eat today also. Don't do that. Okay, so we'll move to the next one. 15.15. Abhiram, do you want to go ahead? Do you want to read this?
Okay.
Yeah, 15.15. You can start.
Shaham Hridi Sanvisto Matas Mritirjanam Apohanam Cha Vedeshta Sarve Ahameva Vedyo Vedantakrid Vedavid Evam Chaham.
Okay. And when you're learning it now, also where others also I'm saying, when you're learning it, learn in a tune. Remember last time we said Sarvasya Chaham Ridisannivasto Matah Smritirgyanam Apohanam Cha Vedesha Sarvairahameva Vedyo Vedanta Krit Veda Vid Eva Chaham. So learn it in a tune also, okay, when you're learning it. Okay, Aviram, can you read the translation and then start the purport also?
I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas I am known. Indeed, I am the compiler,
Compile.
compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas.
You can start with the purport as well.
The Supreme Lord is situated as Paramatma in everyone's heart, and it is from him that all his activities are initiated. The living
Initiated. Initiated.
initiated. The living identity forgets everything of his past life, but he has to act according to the direction of the Supreme Lord, who is witness to all his work. Therefore, he begins his work according to his past deeds. Required knowledge is supplied to him, and remembrance is given to him, and he forgets also about his past life. Thus, the Lord is not only all pervading, he is also localized in every individual heart. He awards the different fruitative results. He is worshipable not only as the impersonal Brahman,
the Supreme Personality of Godhead and localized Paramatma, but as the form of the incarnation of the Vedas as well. The Vedas give the right direction to people so that they can properly mold their lives and come back to Godhead, back to home. The Vedas offer knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, and Krishna in his incarnation as Yashadeva is the compilation of the Vedanta Sutra, the the combination of the Vedanta Sutra by Vyasadeva in the Srimad Bhagavatam gives the real understanding of Vedanta Sutra. The Supreme Lord is so full that for the deliverance of the conditioned soul, he is the supplier and digester of foodstuff, the witness of his activity, and the giver of knowledge in the form of the Vedas, and as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the teacher of the Bhagavad Gita. He is worshipable by the conditioned soul. Thus, God is all good. God is all merciful.
Thank you so much, Abhiram. Okay, who is next? Jagdish? Jagdish, are you there? Okay, Jagdish is in there. And Ojasvi, did you finish? No. Ojasvi, can you start your video?
Okay.
Yeah. Ojasvi, you can start from.
Okay. Ananta pravishtaha sasta jananam. The living entity forgets as soon as he quits his present body, but he begins his work again, initiated by the Supreme Lord. Although he forgets, the Lord gives him the intelligence to renew his work where he ended his last life. So not only does a living entity enjoy or suffer in this world according to the direct dictation from the Supreme Lord situated locally in the heart, but he receives the opportunity to understand the Vedas from him. If one is serious about understanding the Vedic knowledge, then Krishna gives the required intelligence. Why does he present Vedic knowledge for understanding? Because a living entity individually needs to understand Krishna. Vedic literature confirms this. Yosau sarvair vedair kiyate. In all Vedic literature, beginning from the four Vedas, Vedanta, Sutra, and the Upanishads and Puranas, the glories of the Supreme Lord are celebrated. By, performance of Vedic rituals, discussion, the Vedic philosophy, and worship of the Lord, and devotional service is attained. Therefore, the purpose of the Vedas is to understand Krishna. The Vedas give us direction by which to understand Krishna and the process of realizing him. The ultimate goal is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vedanta Sutra 1.4 1.1.4 confirms this in the following words. Tattu Saman Yavat. One can attain perfection in 3 stages. But understanding Vedic literature, one can understand his relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By performing the different process, one can approach him. And at the end, one can attain the supreme goal, one who is no other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the verse, the purpose of the Vedas, the understanding of the Vedas, and the goal of the Vedas are clearly defined.
Thank you so much, Ujasvi.
Okay.
Okay.
Hare Krishna
So,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Who is okay? Jagdish, are you there? Mukund, Jagdish, have you come? Suraj, are you there? Suraj? Okay, our friends, maybe Bhakti Riksha going on. Anybody who hasn't got a chance to read? Okay, Balavrinda, can you start with this verse again? 15.16.
Mataji, Balavrinda just went out to her friend's house, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, do you want to start?
I can read it, Mataji?
Yeah, please, Mataji. Go ahead.
Okay. Dvamivo purusho loke sarakshaksharameva cha sharaksharvani bhutani kutasto aksharam uchyate. Thank you, Mataji. Can I read the translation too?
Yeah, translation and the purport also, Mataji.
Okay, there are two classes of beings, the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is infallible. Purport, as already explained, the Lord in his incarnation as Vyasadeva compiled Vedanta Sutra. Here, the Lord is giving in summary the content of Vedanta Sutra. He says that the living entities who are innumerable can be divided into two classes, the fallible and the infallible. The living entities are eternally separated part and parcels of Supreme Personality of Godhead. When they are in contact with the material world, they are called Jiva Bhuta. And the Sanskrit word given here, Akshara Sarva Bhutani means they are fallible. Those who are in oneness with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, who are called infallible. Oneness does not mean that they have no individuality, but that there is no disunity. They are all agreeable to the purpose of the creation. Of course, in the spiritual world, there is no such things as creation. But since the Supreme Personality of Godhead has stated in Vedanta Sutra is the source of all emanation, that conception is explained.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji, for giving me also opportunity.
You are a part of our group, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. I have to become a small kid, Mataji. I am hoping once, if I take a rebirth, I need again Bhakti Sangha to give me the classes like this, Mataji. Hari bol.
Manmai Krishna, do you want to come on video? Manmai Krishna, can you start your video? Okay, then.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. So Manmai Krishna started her video. Okay. So do you want to read with me, Manmai Krishna, or you want to read by yourself?
I want you to help me read.
Okay, then you can repeat after me, okay? According to the statement
According to the statement
of the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
or Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Lord Krishna,
Lord Krishna,
there are two classes
two classes
of living entities.
of living entities.
The Vedas give
The Vedas give
evidence of this.
evidence of this.
So there is no doubt
So this is no doubt
about it.
about it.
The living entities
The living entities
who are struggling
are struggling
in this world
in this world
with the mind
with the mind
and five senses
and five senses
have their material bodies,
of entities' bodies.
which are changing
The changing
as long as
as long as
a living entity
a living entity
is conditioned,
is conditioned,
his body changes
his body changes,
due to contact
contact
with matter.
matter,
Matter is changing.
matter changing.
So the living entity
Living entity
appears to be changing.
appears to be changing.
But in the spiritual world,
In the spiritual world,
the body is not made of matter.
body is not made of matter.
Therefore,
Therefore,
there is no change.
does not change.
In the material world,
In the clear world,
the living entity
living entity
undergoes
goes
6 changes:
changes.
birth, growth,
Birth, growth,
duration,
ration,
reproduction,
reproduction,
dwindling,
interlink,
and vanishing.
and reduction.
These are the changes
These are the changes
of the material body.
to your body.
But in the spiritual world,
The spiritual world
body does not change.
does not change.
There is no old age,
There's no old age,
no birth,
no birth
no death.
to death.
They all exist in oneness.
It also exists in oneness.
Sharira Sharvani Bhutani. Shara
And Shara,
Sharvani Bhutani.
Sharan, Kadani.
Any living entity
Any living entity
who has come in contact
in contact
with matter,
with matter,
beginning
beginning,
from the first
rock was
created being,
related being,
Brahma,
from her
down to a small ant,
to the Sultan.
is changing its body.
It changes his body.
Therefore,
For
they are all fallible.
vulnerability.
In the spiritual world,
In the spiritual world,
however,
however,
they are always
they're always
liberated in oneness.
a little than oneness.
Thank you, Manmai Krishna. Very nice. Mukund, are you back? Okay. Jagdish, do you want to read? Okay. If not, then we can have Dhanashri. Can you read the 5.17?
Yes, Mataji. Uttama Purus
Purushas Tva Anya
Tva Anya
Paramatmate
Parmatvate
Uddhartaha
Uddhartaha
Yo Lokatrayam
Yo Lokatrayam
Yo Lokatrayam Avishyasya
यो लोकात्रयम् आविश्य
बिभर्त्य अव्यय ईश्वरः
बिभत्यर
अव्यय
अव्य
ईश्वरः.
ईश्वर.
Okay, so can you read the translation and the purport?
Besides these two, there is the greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered the three worlds and is maintaining them. Purport. The idea of this verse is very nicely expressed in the Katha Upanishad and
Shvetastvara Upanishad.
Svetastra Upanishad. It is clearly stated there that above the innumerable living entities, some of whom are conditioned and some of whom are liberated. There is the Supreme Personality, who is Paramatma. The Upanishad verse runs as follows: Nityo Nityanam
Chetanas.
Chetanas Chetanam
Chetananam.
Chetnananam. The purport is that amongst all the living entities, both conditioned and liberated, there is one Supreme Living Personality, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who maintains and gives them all the facility of enjoyment according to different work. That Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated in everyone's heart as Paramatma. A wise man who can understand him is eligible to attain perfect peace, not others.
Thank you so much, Dhanashri. Really appreciate it. And Mukund, can you start with the next verse? 5.18. Mukund? We can't hear you, Mukund.
यस्मात्क्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Can you read the translation and the purport?
Yes, Mataji. Because I am transcendental, beyond both the fallible and the infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as a supreme person. No one can surpass the supreme personality of Godhead, Krishna. Neither the conditioned soul nor the liberated soul. He is therefore the greatest of personalities. Now, it is clear here that the living entities and the Supreme Personality of Godhead are individuals. The difference is that the living entities, either in the conditioned stage or in the liberated stage, cannot surpass in quantity the inconceivable potencies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is incorrect to think of the Supreme Lord and the living entities as being on the same level or equal in all respects. There is always a question of superiority and inferiority between their personalities. The word Uttama is very significant. No one can surpass the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The word Loke signifies in the Purusha Agama, the Smriti scriptures, as confirmed in Nirukti dictionary, Lokayate Vedartho Nena. The purpose of the Vedas is explained by the Smriti scriptures. The Supreme Lord, in his localized aspect of Paramatma, is also described in the Vedas themselves. The following verse appears in the Vedas. Chandogya Upanishad 8.12.30. Tavad esha samprasadoshmacha rirat samudhaya param jyoti rupam sampadya sevna rupan bhinas padyate sa uttama purusha. The super soul coming out of the body enters the impersonal Brahma Jyoti. Then in his form he remains in his spiritual identity. The Supreme is called the Supreme Personality. This means that Supreme Personality is exhibiting and diffusing his spiritual effulgence, which is the ultimate illumination. That Supreme Personality also has a localized aspect of Paramatma, by incarnating himself as a son of Satyavati and Parashar. He explains the Vedic knowledge as Vyasdev. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, Mataji.
Mukunda. Okay. Uh, Vikhyat? No, Keshavi, did you get to read? Keshavi?
No, Mataji.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Keshavi. Can you go ahead? Where are you? Keshavi. Yeah, Keshavi.
Yomam evam ashota janti parshottama sa sarva vidyajamam sarva bhavena bharata.
Very good. Can you read the translation and the purport?
Yes, Mataji. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engage which himself is in full devotion service me, O sons of Bharata.
Start with the purport also.
How much should I read?
Yeah, the two paragraphs? Or you first start with one paragraph, okay?
Okay. There are many physical
Philosophical.
people's suspicions about the consubstantial position of the living entities and the supreme absolute truth. Now, in this verse, the Supreme Personality of Godhead clearly explains that anyone who knows the Lord Krishna to be the Supreme Person is actually the knower of everything. In fact, knower goes on simple speculating about the absolute truth, but the perfecter knows without wasting his valuable time engaged directly in Krishna consciousness. The devotion serve of the Supreme Personality throughout the whole Bhagavad Gita. This phase is beginning stressed at every step, and still there are so many stubborn centimeter of Bhagavad Gita consider the supreme absolute truth and living entities to be one and the same.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Abhayram, can you start reading from here?
Vedic knowledge is called Shruti, learning by aural reception. One should actually receive the Vedic message from authorities like Krishna and his representatives. Here, Krishna distinguishes everything very nicely, and one should hear from this source. Simply to hear like the hogs in is not sufficient. One must be able to understand from the authorities. It is not that one should simply speculate academically. One should submissively hear from Bhagavad Gita that these living entities are always subordinate to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Anyone who is able to understand this according to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna knows the purpose of the Vedas. No one else knows the purpose of the Vedas.
Can you start?
The word Bhagavati is very significant. In many places, the word Bhagavati is expressed in relationship with the service of the Supreme Lord. If a person is engaged in full Krishna consciousness in the devotional service of the Lord, it is to be understood that he has understood all the Vedic knowledge. In the Vaishnava Parampara, it is said that if one is engaged in the devotional service of Krishna, then there is no need for any other spiritual process for understanding the supreme absolute truth. He has already come to point because he is engaged in the devotional service of the Lord. He has ended all preliminary processes of understanding. But if anyone, after speculating for hundreds of thousands of lives, does not come to the point that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that no one has to surrender their all his speculation for so many years and lives is a useless waste of time.
Thank you, Aburam. Very nice reading. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now who is Garima? Okay, Garima, can you read the verse and the translation?
Okay. इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदम् उक्तं मया नघः एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत. This is the most confident part of the Vedic scriptures. O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection.
Very good. Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody who hasn't got, yes, Shri Krishna, you can start reading the purport.
Okay, Mataji.
And let me know if Balaram also wants to come in, okay? Balaram, do you want to read with us? Okay, first you start reading the purport and then we'll talk to Balaram, okay?
The Lord clearly explains here that this is the substance of revealed scriptures, and one should understand this as it is given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, one will become intelligent and perfect in transcendental knowledge. In other words, by understanding this philosophy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and engaging in his transcendental service, everyone can become freed from all contaminations of the modes of material nature. Devotional service is a process of spiritual understanding. Wherever devotional service exists, the material contamination cannot coexist. Devotional service to the Lord and the Lord Himself are one and the same because they are spiritual. Devotional service takes place within the internal energy of the Supreme Lord. The Lord is said to be the sun, and ignorance is called darkness. Where the sun is present, there is no question of darkness. Therefore, whenever devotional service is present under the proper guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, there is no question of ignorance.
Very good. What do you think? Balaram is there?
My brother went to the restroom.
Okay. So we will have Manmai Krishna. Do you want to read with me? Mataji, also tell when Balavrinda is back, okay? Okay, Vikhyat, then okay, Manmai Krishna is in. Vikhyat? Okay, Manmai Krishna is there. Okay, we can read. Okay, Balaram, okay, hang on. Okay, Balaram, I'll give you. Yeah, Manmai Krishna and then Balaram. Everyone must take. Manmai Krishna, can you read with me?
Yes, Mataji.
Everyone must take.
Everyone must take
To this consciousness
to this consciousness
of Krishna
of Krishna
and engage in devotional service
and engage in some service
to become intelligent
to become intelligent
and purified.
and say and purified.
Unless
Say louder. Unless
one comes
one comes
to this position
to this condition
of understanding Krishna
to understanding Krishna
and engages in devotional service
and engage in service,
however intelligent
however intelligent
he may be,
he may
in the estimation
in the estimation
of some common man,
of some common man,
he is not
he is not
perfectly intelligent.
perfectly intelligent. Say thank you,
Intelligent.
Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sure. Balaram. Yeah.
Mataji.
Balaram.
Balavrinda.
Okay. After Balaram. Okay. Yeah, Balaram. Can you read this?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Mataji. The word
Ananga.
Ananga by which Arjuna is addressed
Significant.
insignificant.
Ananga.
Ananga, O sinless one, means that unless one is free from all sinful reactions, it is very difficult to understand Krishna, who one has to become free from all contamination, all sinful activities, then he can understand. But devotional service is so
Pure.
pure and
Potent.
potent that one is engaged in devotional service is he automatically comes to the stage of sinlessness.
Very good,
Thank you,
Balaram.
Mataji.
It is so nice to have you, Balaram. Very nice. Okay. Where is Balavrinda? Yes, Balavrinda. Can you repeat after me, Balavrinda?
Yes, Mataji.
While one is performing devotional service
While one is performing devotional service
in the association of pure devotees
in the association of pure devotees
in full consciousness,
in full consciousness,
there are certain things which require
to
to be vanquished altogether.
be vanquished all together.
The most important thing
The most important thing
one has to surmount
surmount
is weakness of the heart.
is weakness of the heart.
The first fall down
The first one down
is caused by the desire
is caused by the desire
to lord it over material nature.
yarded over material nature.
Thus, one gives up the transcendental,
Thus, one
Gives up the
gives
transcendental.
up
Gives up the transcendental.
gives up the transcendental,
loving service
loving service
of the Supreme Lord.
of the Supreme Lord.
The second weakness
The second weakness
of the heart
of the heart
is that
is that
as one increases
as one increases
the propensity
the propensity
to lord it
to lord it
over material nature,
over material nature,
he becomes attached
he becomes attached
to matter
to matter
and the possession
and the position
of matter.
of matter.
The problems of material existence
The problems of material existence
are due to
are due to
weakness of the heart.
weakness of the heart.
In this chapter,
In this chapter,
the first 5 verses
the first 5 verses
describe
describe
the process of
the process of
freeing oneself
Free oneself.
free oneself
from these weakness
from these weakness
of heart.
Of
of heart.
And the rest of the chapter,
And the rest of the chapter,
from the 6th verse
from the 6th verse
through the end,
to
to
the
the
end,
end,
discusses
discusses
Purushottama Yoga.
Purushottama Yoga.
Okay, everybody, can you unmute?
Thus the end of it. We will read thus the end of it.
Yeah, everybody can unmute and say, thus ends
Then like this.
Thus ends
the Bhakti Vedanta
Vedanta
the
purport.
Bhakti
purport
Vedanta purports in the
chapter
15th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita
of
in
Bhagavad
the
Gita,
matter of Purushottama
the matter of Purushottama Yoga,
in the
the
matter of
yoga of
Purushottama
person,
Yoga, the yoga of
the
Supreme
supreme
Person.
person. Very good. You all were so wonderful in reading. Okay, and don't worry, if we take time for reading also, it is still okay. Okay, if we are reading, everybody should get a chance to read, and everybody is reading at their own pace. We are in no competition anywhere. Okay, maybe I miscalculated. I thought we'll be, yes,
It's 7:28,
yeah,
right?
yeah, we are going to do this one activity. Okay, you all have a paper with you?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, now what
Mataji, I don't have a paper, Mataji.
any paper, your notebook is there. See, now this notebook is there. I have a notebook like this. You can also take a notebook like this. Okay, and then later on we can, if you want to stick it on a paper, you can do that. Now what are we doing today, is it's a very easy activity, but I want you to do it because what we say, that are we the Lord or are we part and parcels of Krishna? Haribol?
part and parcels of Krishna.
Part and parcels of Krishna.
So when we
Part and
say,
parcels of Krishna.
yes, so when we say we are part and parcels of Krishna, what does that mean?
We are
Servants of Krishna?
Servants of Krishna. Okay, what else?
like
We are
Krishna
not
is the
the
ocean
Supreme
and we
Lord.
are just a drop from the ocean.
Okay, very good. You've given a very nice analogy.
We
So when
came
we
from
say drop from, yes, we came from Krishna. Very good. We came
Mataji, Balavinda wants today.
Yes, go ahead.
Mataji, I was saying that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and I
Okay, very good. So that means we are drop of the ocean and Krishna is the ocean. We have come from Krishna and so Krishna is the eternal father. So all these things, if we put up together, there is, that means if what Mukund said was that we are drop from the ocean. So if I take a drop from the ocean and I taste it, okay, will that taste be the same as the ocean taste?
Yes.
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 If there is a glass of water, okay, and I have added salt into it and it is nicely mixed up, then I take one drop of water from that salty glass of water and I taste it. That taste of one drop of water and the taste of the whole glass of water, will that be same?
Yes.
No, Mataji.
It will be same. It will be
Yes.
same because it is taken from that glass, right? The glass is of a salty water. I just took one drop from that salty water and it is from that same glass. So the glass is also salty water and the drop is also salty water. That means whatever things Krishna has, we also have it. Do you agree with that?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. But then how about the quantity? The ocean is so big, right? And what on a drop is just so small. So how about the quantity of characteristic which we have?
It is very minute.
Yes.
From the
Very minute.
64 qualities of Krishna, we only have a little tiny bit of each.
Yes.
A
So we
minute quality.
very minute quality of each, right?
Mataji, I have a question. So do we have
Yes.
all the 64 qualities of Krishna?
No,
No.
all the, you know what, all the gods and the demigods also do not have all the qualities. Like the Mahadev, that is um what you say, Lord Shankara also has how much, 55 or it is, I do not know the exactly the number, but then the every, we have minute quantities of Krishna but not all the quantities, okay, so all the qualities. So there are some important qualities which are mentioned. Next time what I'll do is I'll have a PDF of it, or we'll have that in the next, I'll just make a note about it, okay, qualities of Krishna, right? And then we can
Mataji, I think we
explain.
have like 26 qualities, I think.
Yes,
I
He
thought it
mentioned.
was like 50, and Lord Brahma has like a lot of them in major
it
quantity.
goes on decreasing. Like Krishna has 64 qualities, then Lord
Lord
Brahma has
Narayan
less
has
than them.
60.
Yeah, like the
Yeah, like
Brahma
Vishnu
has less
Tattvas.
than them, and then the other gods have less. So it goes on decreasing. But we'll have a specific number. But I do not want to just give you any vague number and confuse you all. Okay. So next week I'll just explain. You will do that with respect to those qualities. So now what I want you to do is you have to select one person. Okay. It can be either your friend, it can be your brother, it can be your mother or your father. Okay, if it is father or mother or a family member, it would be more better so that we can relate to it. Okay, now what I want to do is you can have, okay, did you decide about one person?
Yes.
Okay, so now on a paper you are going to write, on one line you are going to write the name. Okay, name of the person. You have two papers, remember we said that you're going to have two papers. So on one paper you are going to write name. Are you writing? On one paper you are just going to write name, and then you can write, maybe you can, if you want you can do it along with me now. So then you can write the name of the person. Okay, I want to see everyone. You can come on video so I know you all are there. Dhanashri, are you getting it?
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice. Okay, so name.
Mataji, can we write the name big?
Yeah, you can write it. And remember, see, this we are just doing it on a paper now. And later on, you can have this paper on the construction paper also, okay? If you want to set it up.
Mataji, can we like cover the whole page? Like
I
all...
cannot see. Yeah, you can have that.
Or in the
That's okay.
middle?
Yeah, in the middle you can write because we are going to write small things about it. On the second line, it is a relation to that person. If that person is your mom, if your dad, or your brother, or your best friend, whatever it is, okay? Relation. Palavrinda, are you doing?
Second picture, Mataji?
No, Mataji, she's watching. She will do it later, Mataji.
Okay, no worries.
The
Yes,
second
Shri
paper,
Krishna, you had something to ask?
yeah, the second paper we put because I couldn't hear.
Yeah, the second paper also we are going to do similar things, but we will first finish with this paper, okay? Relation. Then on the third line, you can leave
Mataji,
2 lines. Yes, Garima.
what you write on the second line?
On the second line is relation. What is the relation of that person to you? Is the person whoever you have kept in your mind. Okay. Now suppose you have you are going to write about your mom. Then you have written her name. Then in the relation you can write mother or you can write my mom. Okay.
Mataji, can
I
you
know.
show it?
Yeah. See over here, I wrote name. Then is relation, and then I'm going to still add on points. Okay. So now for name, I will write. Okay, I will write Krishna. Krishna because my son's name is Krishna. So I'll write Krishna. Then relation is my son. Okay. Then I will write one more thing. Okay, what's the point? Next is
Mataji,
yes.
could we write like a family?
Yeah, a family member also is okay. 1
No,
second.
I
Now,
mean like, can we like do like a family? Can I draw on this paper, Mataji?
yes, Ojasvi, it is okay. You can do on that paper. Okay, you
Like,
can
could
write.
we like add?
Mataji, is
Yes.
this fine?
1 second. Okay, let me see who is it. Yeah, where are you, Mukund? Are you on the next
Mataji,
page?
I'm here.
Yeah. I have.
Mataji?
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, but then will you have enough space, Mukund? See, look over here because we are going to write about them. Like what I want you to do is, see, you write the name, you write the relation, and then you are going to write what they do for you. Okay?
Yes, Mataji, I can write like I can make like a design. I'll
Okay.
make like a circle, and then I'll
Okay.
keep twisting a paper, and I'll write like that.
Okay, then that is also good. See, what Mukund is going to do is very good. You can use your own imagination. Okay? What Mukund is doing is, I will just have, yes, very good, Shri Krishna. Okay, what Mukund is going to do is he is going to write the name in between and then he's going to have it in a circle and then he is going to write it on the sides. Am I right, Mukund?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. See,
But I
Mukund,
think,
yeah,
it will be good if you try it on a blank paper, not lined paper.
then do whatever is going.
Because then the lines will distract you. That's why.
Okay. Okay, let me tell you then one thing.
Mataji?
Yes, who is it?
Mataji, can I show Shavi.
Keshavi. Okay, Keshavi, you are not on video, beta. I cannot see you.
Mataji?
Yes.
Could we like do like some of the family members?
No, I just want you to do one so that you do not get confused. Only one person, okay?
Could we like make many of them? Like
Later on, you can
one
make it on
mother and one father and different papers.
different papers you can do. That can be done. You can do on different papers, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Krishna,
Yes, Shri
Mataji.
Krishna. Yeah, let me show Shri Krishna. Okay. So Shri Krishna, you also want to do it over here in between and then do it. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like this, like the name, the relation of the person, and then I want to just write it down. But you can do it as fancy as you want. So let me first tell you now, okay? After relation, then the third is what they do for you. Can you write it? What they do for you. Okay, what
are we doing today?
we are making a activity. Once we do this, then I want you to yourself to understand what we are doing. Okay.
Can we put their last name?
Yes. So first we wrote the name, second was the relation, then third we are doing what they do for you. If it is your mom, I want you to write, okay, she cooks for me. If it is your dad, then you can say he works for us all. or he takes care of us, he protects us. If it is your mom, you can say whatever you know, that whatever your mom does for you, she cooks for you, she protects you, she takes care of you, right? See, I'm just writing it over here, all the points. She takes care of me, she protects me, she cooks for me. So for me,
Mataji,
yes. Okay,
what's
just
a relationship?
relation, she's your mom, right? So you can write my mom. Okay, very good. Mom, she cooks for me. Very nice, very nice,
Her
Ojasvi.
name is
Very nice.
Varuni Balai Priya Devi Dasi.
Okay, your mom's name, huh?
Yeah.
Very good, very good. If you want to write it in any fancy way, you can write it, okay? Okay.
Mataji, what should I do?
No, Mataji, she's going to do it. in 2
Mataji,
minutes.
should I write relation or what did you say?
Relation, you can write your which person did you think about? Your mom, your dad, your
My
grand.
dad and my mom.
One person I want. It's a tough choice for you.
My dad.
Mataji, she's dad's party only, Mataji.
Okay, so what they do for you. Then on the next line is,
How do you spell relationship?
no, just relation. Relation. I repeat, Relation. Relation.
Mataji, put it in the chat.
Okay, let me see. Did you get it? R capital, okay? Okay. And then on the next line is what they do for you. Okay, again, I'm going to put it in the chat. What they do for you. Okay, Shri Krishna is showing me something. Let me see it. Okay, my mom teaches me, helps me cook, very good food. Okay, very good. Anything else you want to add? You can add it, okay? Very good, Shri.
Mataji.
Okay, Dhanashri, you want to show? Okay, one second, Dhanashri. I'm going to spotlight you.
Mataji,
Yes.
like, should we put what they do for you or should
Yes,
we?
what they do for you. Okay, what they do for you, you have to put. Dhanashri, can you show me again, beta? Okay. Milan, he is my dad. He works. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. If you want to add some more, you can add it, okay? Or else I'm going to put the next what we have to do. So once you finish what they do for you, then you have to write what they like. Okay? Now what they like will be for themselves. Like, okay, Garima, I want to spotlight you and see. Father, he is my daddy. He loves me and works for me. Okay. Anything specifically you want to tell? If you have anything specifically, you can write, or else no worries. Okay. Or else you can go to the next question. What he likes, okay, or what they like. If it is your mom, what she likes. If it is your dad, you have written what he likes. Now you have to think about what your dad likes, or what your mom likes, or what your brother likes. Likes means whatever, like suppose like you might say, okay, my father likes to do chanting, or my father likes to do exercise, or my mother likes to do cooking, or my brother likes to watch some what you say, the Star Wars, anything, whatever it is there, whatever comes to your mind. There's no right or wrong, and okay, just be true and you can write it. Okay, the next question is going to be of what you are writing is, okay, Shri Krishna is showing me something. Very good. She likes, can you put it in the center, Shri Krishna? She likes me and my brother. Wonderful.
Yes, my mom.
There's something else also she might be doing, which she likes. She really likes. She likes you and your brother, that is definite. What else is there? Must be something. Like some moms might love to play Sudoku, some moms might like to do nice.
My mother likes to play Sudoku. She's an expert.
Wow,
Who?
very nice. We should have her sometime on the call.
What else? That's from okay. I'm
And
gonna
like sometimes you can have, okay, like some moms like to do nice rangoli or something which is unique, okay? Because all the your moms are going to love you, no doubt. But then like there's something which you should know specific about her.
okay.
Okay. Dhanashri, are you good? Okay.
Mataji, this is my mother.
Hari bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna
Dandat
Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam, all glories to the Prabhupada. Wonderful, Mataji. Thank you so much for coming on the
Thank you,
call.
Mataji. He insisted he just he's disturbing full class.
I'm not
No,
disturbing
no, no,
full
no,
class.
Mataji. They're sharing time. So it's good that they are participating. So it's very nice. Thank you, Mataji, for coming on the call.
Mataji, this is Keshavi.
Yes, Keshavi. Okay. What they like is my mom likes my sister. Okay. And what is there? Should be something else your mom likes. Something specific because she loves her family. That is it is always there. But something that she loves. So what are you understanding that what activity we are doing? Any guess?
I think she likes.
Mataji, Bala Vrinda.
Yes, Bala
She likes my
Vrinda.
studies.
Like studies. You know what? What? Okay.
I
Okay. Everyone, what do you
have.
think we are doing now?
Is it like how can we
Writing?
help them in doing what they like?
How to help them or he reminds me of my thing. Okay. He engages me in every step. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
Very good. Very nice. Very nice, Mukund. Okay. So what we are doing over here? Anybody has any idea?
Mataji, this is Bala Vrinda.
Yes, Balavrinda. What do you think? Okay. Balavrinda. Okay, your dad's name. And then takes care of me. My dad likes Balavrinda saying shlokas. No, but I want what he likes for himself.
Mataji,
What he likes for himself. Yes,
is it fine if I put like this dark, dark lines here to separate the sections?
Anyway, whatever ways you feel is going to be the perfect one, you can do it. Okay, that is
Okay.
fine. As far as we are going to read it. Yes, Shri Krishna, you have something to say?
No, Mataji.
Okay, so anybody has a guess what we are trying to do? Anybody guessing what are we doing?
We're doing something for our parents.
Not parents. Suppose now I'm writing about my son. So what are we doing? Am I trying to know more about them?
Mataji.
Yes.
Am I trying to know more about them? Like suppose if you say that, oh, what does my mom like to eat? Then you start thinking, oh, she makes pizza because I like. Then she makes pasta because I like. But have I ever thought, have I ever thought what my mom likes? Or have I ever thought what my dad really likes? It might be that he never liked pizza, but it might be that he likes puran poli, right? Or he likes some paratha, but only because you want it, he is eating it with you, right? Does that happen to you?
A lot.
No.
A lot. A lot.
No.
we are trying to know our family members or any person one at a time. You can do this with all your family members. Then by this way you can know your people more. Why are we learning these scriptures? Can anybody tell me? Yes, Keshavi?
So we can know about what it's saying, like the
Know
translation.
about whom? But know about whom?
The sloka. So what the
But
sloka means?
But the shlokas are explaining whom?
Krishna?
Krishna.
Lord
So from the
Krishna.
Bhagavad Gita, we are trying to know Krishna. So at the same time, we should also try to know the people around us, right? At times we just try to take them for granted. Oh, my mom, she will cook whatever I like. But did we ever think what my mom likes? Did we ever think what my dad likes? Right? Isn't it? So we will try to do that. So then we said, okay, what do they like? So next is, in that you can say what do they like to eat, then what do they like to do, we have said, right? Or what do they like to learn, or what do they like to see. Yes, ba, yes, Manmai Krishna.
Mataji.
Manmai Krishna, you are blending in the Bal Krishna. I cannot
I
see.
know.
You're blending in Balakrishna. Can you? Yeah. Okay. I will not be. Mataji, can you get it a little bit ahead? Or because of the low light, I'm not able to see it. Yeah, come in the center, beta. I cannot. I can see the guitar. Okay, you wrote name Krishna, relation Daddy. Okay, what they do? He gives me the best things. Very good. And what he likes? Cows. Very nice. Very nice.
And
Very
butter.
good. But very good. Now, suppose if I have to write about my mother-in-law, then she loves cows. Very good, Bala. Very good, Manmai Krishna.
Say thank you,
And
Mataji.
she likes to feed the cows. And it
Mataji.
coincidentally happened that she was at my place and there was a cow passing by. And then she asked me, do you have anything for the cow? And you know what? I had puran polis made that day. And the cow could be fed a puran poli also that day. So you should remember this. Oh, what is it that my dad likes? Maybe your dad likes to eat the chapati more or rice more. So you should know all these minute things also of your parents. Okay. Then sometimes it might be okay. My dad likes a spicy food, or my dad likes a sweet food more. So all these you can write it in more detail. Okay, on that paper. If you have more things to be known, you can write that. Then on the next it is what color they like. Okay, what color they like. My son, he likes more of black and white color. I
Why?
like I like more of peach color. So you can ask now. This is the time you can ask your mom. Mom, which is the color you like?
My mom
Then
likes
you can write
peach.
it down. Then you can write it down. Okay.
I'm gonna go ask her.
Okay. So now when you have written that, then you can go on the next page and then you can write about Lord Krishna. The same things about Lord Krishna. The name you can say Lord Krishna, then you can say Damodar, you can write whatever name of Krishna you love. And then you can write the relationship of Lord Krishna with you. What is the relationship of Lord Krishna with you?
He's our eternal Father.
Eternal
He's our
Father.
eternal father.
Yes, then you can write it over there, Eternal Father. And then what does he do for you? What does Krishna does for us?
He's trying to make us come back to him or Golaka Vrindavan.
Okay, but then before that, does he protect you? Does he take care of us?
Yeah, he protects us.
Yeah, so you can write about that. He provides us with food. He protects us. He takes care of us. He's given us this earth planet to live. So many things, right?
Mataji,
Then you can, yes. This is on the second paper, okay? When we are writing about Krishna, it is on the second paper, remember.
can you put all the prompts for the second and first paper in like the chat?
Okay, yeah, I have written on the chat, I've sent, see, relation, then what he do. Wait, for Krishna, I'll put it up. For Lord Krishna, that is the second page.
Mataji,
Okay? Yes.
what's the second one? Like the second thing we do in the first paper?
The same points which you have written, like what is the name, then Lord Shri Krishna, then what is his relation. The same things you have to write on the second paper, but only you have to think about Lord Krishna. On the first paper, you thought about your dad and you wrote, right?
Mom.
Keshavi?
Mom.
About your mom. Okay. Keshavi, on the first paper, you wrote about your mom. On the second paper, I want you to write the same points, but only you should think about Lord Krishna. And you should think, okay, what does Lord Krishna like? Then you should write that. Okay?
But how will we know his favorite color? Yellow.
Yellow, right?
I just
And
remembered.
what
He
does
wears a
he like?
yellow dhoti.
Yes. And then what does he like to eat? He likes to eat butter.
Butter.
And then, yeah,
Spinach. Sometimes spinach.
spinach, whatever you feel that, okay, whatever you are offering to your Bal Gopal, or whatever you are offering to your deities, you might think that, okay, my Lord loves this. So you can write that. Okay. Butter,
Milk.
then milk products.
Chuda.
What is it?
Chuda.
Chudas?
No.
Yes,
What
chuda,
is
yeah.
it called in English?
Chuda is just a snack. We can say chuda. We
What
can
is it
say,
called in English?
Chipped rice.
Yeah, chipped rice.
okay, chipped rice. And then the Lord
We
is,
usually
Butter.
sorry?
we usually offer chipped rice and milk to
Yes.
Krishna
So yeah, you can write that then, because
for
that is what
dinner.
you are offering, right? You can write
Mataji.
that. Yes.
But we did all this, but are we like wasting a paper, like this whole thing?
Yeah, you can. That is the reason I want you to write on two papers. And when you write it, then you can stick it on a construction paper or stick it on.
Mataji,
Yes.
Mataji,
Yes.
I won't be able to create those many ideas. So can I like do 2 sections on one paper?
Okay. Okay. Whatever you feel is going to be the best, you can do it. On one paper only, if you want to do both of the things, that is also
Is it
okay.
fine if we cut?
Because small children, you all have a little bit of bigger handwriting, right? That is the reason I told you to have it on two papers. But if you feel on one paper you can do, that is also good enough. Okay.
One paper because I have a lot of space.
Okay. Then again, what else we wrote was what he likes to eat, what he likes to wear. So the same points which you have written for your mom or what for your dad, the same thing you are going to write. Yes, for Krishna. Yes, Shri Krishna, you have something to tell me? Okay. Now, I want you all to do this and post it in the group, because we are not having any competition of anything. Who has nice handwriting, who has done the best or anything. Just take a screenshot and send it whenever you're done. Can we do that?
Yes, Mataji.
But definitely, because you all forget then. Manmai Krishna, will you send it in the group?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. I'm sorry I took up a lot of your time. It is nearly 8 o'clock for you. So, we'll end the call. Can you
Yes,
complete this and send it then?
yes, Mataji. It's 9
Gita,
o'clock here.
9 o'clock for me.
oh,
9 p.m.
nice
Yes,
time.
Mataji. I go to
Okay.
sleep at 9 o'clock.
Okay. Okay, so we'll end the call. Vancha kalpa
Matarubhasya kripa sindhu bhayavacha patithanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna,
Mataji
Mataji.
for the project
Thank you.
and the class.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Dhanashri, we have Dhanashri, do you know about our classes for every week? Okay, Dhanashri left, I guess. Okay.
Mataji, I think she's even joining Damodar class. I heard that that she's joining Damodar class too.